Hi y'all, it's me, Justine. This is basically kind of another 6-month post-op gastric bypass RNY video. I did have my 6-month appointment today with the doctor's office. Sorry, my bra's hanging out. Anywho, so I kind of decided I would make another video for my 6-month just to kind of go over what they talked about and basically what their thoughts were. I will give my weight that I got from there. However, I am not going to really weigh that in as a factor on my scale because I'm not there enough now to really count that. Seems about a 2-pound difference from theirs to mine in my favor on their scale. However, I don't want to get used to that one. So, I obviously am 6 months out. I had my surgery at Goshen General Hospital in Goshen, Indiana with Dr. Winston Gehrig on June 22nd, 2016. I started my process on December 22nd of 2015. On that day, I weighed 286.5 pounds. The day of surgery, I was 267 and change. On my home scale, I am 192.1 or 192.2. I'm sorry. And this was per my last week measurement. I haven't weighed myself since. On my surgeon's office scale, I was 190 even. So let's go over my fun goodies. They gave me a picture actually today of what I looked like when I first started going. Sorry, it's kind of a bad picture to see, but that was me when I started going. Those leggings do not fit me. Actually, those shoes don't even fit me. I mean, they're just way too big. So, lab goodies. All my labs actually turned out very, very well. She said the only one that really gives her cause for concern is my vitamin D levels are ridiculously low. So I need to add a vitamin D, and she says that's very common, especially in winter months. People aren't outside as much, and she did tell me when I went for my 3-month visit that I needed to make sure I took one. I completely spaced it. She said I didn't need it right then. However, when I stopped going outside much and wasn't going to be in the sun, to make sure I took care of that, and I did not. So everything else was great. My protein levels look great. My iron, everything, she said, is great. She did note that my last 2 appointments today included my pulse has been very low. And I don't take any medication that would cause my pulse to be low. So they are basically, if I'm struggling in any way with that, we're kind of going to play it by ear. If I'm struggling because I've had a little bit of dizziness, if I continue to do that, she actually wants to just send me to a cardiologist. It's not anything major. I can't think of it. I want to say like bradycardia, or I'm more than likely saying that wrong, but it just means I have a low pulse, and my pulse was never that low. But she said it could just be my body adjusting, so we will find out. But I feel fine. So according to their calculations, I have lost 97 pounds. I'm 3 pounds away, according to theirs, 5 on mine, from losing 100 pounds. It's quite mind-blowing. If I'm assuming any one of you that are subscribing or even watching my videos, you're watching it because you have an interest in potentially seeking out weight loss surgery, or you are on a weight loss journey of your own. And whatever option you have chose that's best for you, just be proud that you're on that path, because it's a very big step to make. I do wish in a way that I could really come out publicly to people that I know that I've had surgery. I have started getting questions as to how I've lost so much weight, and diet and exercise does come into play with that. mainly diet for me. I don't really get to do much exercising. 2 jobs, 4 kids. I barely have time to think, sleep, or do laundry. So as much as I want to exercise right now, it's just not, it's not there for me right now. It is one of my goals. I'm actually saving up to get a treadmill for my house so I could start running, even if it's, you know, when the kids are getting ready for school, or, you know, something like that. I don't know. I want to work it out, but it's not feasible to be like, okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to make it to the Y. It's not going to happen. So things that I've kind of learned and things we kind of went over at the appointment. I have been very down on myself as far as what I've lost, even though I'm very happy that I've lost. Excuse me. I mean, I've almost lost 100 pounds. I'm extremely happy and I'm extremely proud of that. My question that I had today, excuse me. I'm so sorry, I'm tired. My question that I had for them today was, am I behind the curve? Am I on the curve? Where am I in this process? And I was assured that I am exactly where I should be. That she's got no worries. My nutritionist says my food is very on point. I even narked on myself about my candies. I'm fine. I'm well within everything that I need to be. Again, I said my protein levels are great. But I kept getting this nagging feeling in my head. Okay, what am I doing wrong? I feel like in a way I'm doing something wrong or whatever. And basically, you know, she assured me too, it's my, not even my mindset. It's my body has gone through a huge change. And I can't keep free falling in my weight loss. So you know what? Last month, or I'm sorry, it was actually November now. November when I stalled, that was my body's way of being like, all right, we're just going to hang out for a minute, chill. And then I started losing again. And she says that the plateaus are going to happen more now. You know, I'm out. I'm almost 7 months out. I mean, I'm 6.5 months out at this point. So I'm borderline 7 months out. And when you are at that point in that stage in your process, you know, things are bound to slow down. It is going to change. It's going to be a big difference. And your body is just not going to be able to free fall, lose as fast as it was when, you know, I was almost 300 pounds. So having an unrealistic expectation that I'm just going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping large amounts is really asinine. I know that, but it's hard. It really is a mind game, and I know I say that almost every video, but it really is. It really, really is. She did ask me again if I would do it again. Hands down, yes, I would do it without even thinking twice. I regret that I didn't do it sooner. But it is what it is. I can't change that. I do kind of want to go over something kind of neat with you. My doctor's office has a Tanita body composition analyzer, and it's got some fun facts on it. Okay. When I first started going, I said I was 286.5. My BMI was 49.2. My fat mass was 146.5 pounds. Crazy. Okay, so remember that. When I went today, I was 190 pounds, and I had 72 pounds of fat-free mass. So, if we calculate that out, that is an insane number. So, we've got, sorry, I probably should have done this ahead of time. 146.5 minus, I have lost 74.5 pounds of just fat alone. I know the difference comes up, I think it equates to, I've lost about 10, 11 pounds maybe more of muscle. But 74.5 pounds of fat. You cannot lose what I've lost and not lose some muscle. And I know that. She's assured me that. However, listen to that. 74.5 pounds of pure fat. That is freaking phenomenal. How can I be upset with where I'm at when my 11-year-old son doesn't even weigh 74 pounds? I've lost an entire 11-year-old. It's mind-blowing. Like, and I know, other 11-year-olds weigh more, they weigh less, whatever. But anyway, that's my kid. I lost my child in weight. That's awesome. Okay, so my BMI now is 32.6, which I still come in not healthy, but I'm not considered morbidly obese. Seriously, when I think morbidly obese, I think wheelchair, bedridden, a lot of comorbidity, comorbidity, medical issues, and all I had was bad hips, bad knees, and I was pre-diabetic. I mean, yes, I know those are huge, but there were people that were way worse off than I was, and I got to do this, and that's freaking exciting. I mean, just my BMI alone, and I usually don't play much into that, but that was huge. I mean, I went from 49.2 to 32.6. I will take it. She also talked to me again today. She asked me if I found a realistic goal for my weight, and I told her that I had. My previous one, I wanted to be in the 1 teens, and that's just not going to be for me. I would like to be between 140 and 150. She does feel I'll get between 145 and 155, basically without trying. If I want to go lower, she says I'm going to have to exercise for it. I'm going to have to really push for that. But basically keep being on the path that I'm on, and it'll get there when it gets there. So I know I've been kind of like a Debbie Downer in some of my videos. That's kind of hard not to do, especially, I'm at kind of a weird stage in my life right now. When you've gone through something like this, and then you add in the other things that's been going on, I adopted my daughter, and then my son's been sick, and there's just a lot of things going on. So I've had a lot of extra added stress. And then you add in, your body's going through changes, and you're having, hormonal things, because, think about it, all that fat. Your lifestyle changes, and just so many things. I just can't. I cannot imagine not doing this surgery. I tried losing weight on my own before. It didn't work for me. I could lose a little bit and then I'd stop. And if I really sit and think about it right now, if I wouldn't have chosen this surgery, how much would I actually weigh right now? Because basically, my pattern in the past was I could lose 20 to 30 pounds, and it would stay off for a little bit, and then I would gain that plus 20 to 30 more. I would have been over 300 pounds, and I was struggling then. I cannot imagine even remotely how I would feel in that position right now. I wouldn't be able to have my second job. I was struggling to work my first job, carrying around that extra weight. I know surgery isn't for everybody, but it was the right thing for me. Hands down, do not regret it. That's kind of it for my video today. Really nothing life-changing, really nothing, super mind-blowing that I probably haven't said in another video. Except for I'm kind of realizing now that I have to take my path how it comes to me. I can't compare myself to, what Sue is going through, or June, or whatever. I can't Just because they may have weighed what I made doesn't mean they're the same structure. Doesn't mean they're eating the same things that I am. It doesn't mean that we're built the same. It doesn't mean any of those things. I cannot compare myself to anybody but myself. So that was a good lesson for me to learn today. I really did need to grasp that. But that's it for now. As usual, it was great talking to you guys. And if you have any questions, let me know. Bye.